first cousin. Yeah. And Darius is. Everybody else are just people.
Gotcha.
I don't know if I want to do this with these fucking glasses on.
Listen, Mick, we believe in you.
I have to wear them to get my eyes used to them.
Ja Rule believes in you. That means...
God, I don't need him believing. I'm good.
He's not from New Jersey, though. Okay, let me give you a Jersey rapper. Sorry. Let me give you...
I'm sorry. Do you think it's Ja Rule because he's not from Jersey? No, there's a whole plethora. First of all, he used to hang out with Diddy, and he was one of the closest. So now what? What do you think?
Redman.
Oh, yeah, I'd hang out with
Redman. Yeah, Redman.
Or you could bring him back DMX.
I'd hang out with Meth in a second. I'd ask him a million
Meth?
questions just about acting.
What do you mean by meth?
You know what I mean by Meth. You fuck around, you know what I mean by Meth.
With those glasses on, he's trying to change his life, guys.
I've been losing weight. You'll see why in a sec.
Oh, because he's working hard. That's why.
Don't lie to me.
But listen, people, we're here to talk about a film that it was a rough one. I'm not gonna lie to you guys.
It wasn't one of the worst we've done.
Oh hell no! I've seen Blood Lake, but
it might have been almost as boring as Blood Lake, though.
This movie had its high moments. It did, but it took 40 minutes to get there, and that was only because of one person. But still,
yeah, make it chicken helps. But I'm just saying, there was stuff like that. There was none of that in Blood Lake. It was just a bunch of terribleness. But the movie we are talking about is Shadow Puppets.
Yep.
Starring Tony Todd, and that's all that really matters to me.
Starring Tony Todd?
I mean, his name
for the first 40 minutes of the movie.
Yeah, that's exactly.
He didn't want to be in the. He read the script. He was like, "Oh fuck."
I would say this.
Did he read the script? Was there a script for him?
I don't think he read the script. In fact, I think he maybe didn't learn the script. But not saying that he couldn't. Not saying, of course, I would never besmirch that man. But he probably didn't read the script, and I get it because the dialogue is a lot. It's a lot to deal with. Like in fact, he said one line that I kept dwelling on is they're going to search around. He's got the Stacy, the woman, and he's got the gun, and he's like, "If I'm going down, you're going down with me." Why? You don't have to leave. Just leave. She would have been just fine in saying, "Okay, go. I'd rather not die. Just get out the door and leave."
Get out of the way.
And he took a woman prisoner for no reason whatsoever.
Yeah, it really wasn't a bargaining chip in any kind of way. And anything he had going on.
Technically, he took her prisoner to do the work that he said he would do with her.
Yeah.
But he threatened her in a way that's like, "You're going to die too if I die." Like, why?
I think it was just because he had the gun. Because somebody, you know what it was? Because somebody mentioned the gun. Like, why does he have the gun? Why do you have to take the gun?
Because he was a criminal.
Yeah.
Out of all the people, I mean, that could have been the twist. Maybe if he was the doctor, I'd have been like, "Okay, all right."
Or somehow controlling the shadow. That's what I was expecting. I mean, they had him chained up in there like freaking Black Jesus. His arms spread, his legs
and the first thing he does when they take the shackles off, takes piss.
Yep.
I hope that was his. That was, in fact, I know that was him acting.
I'm going to say this right now.
His idea. I'm betting I wish I could ask, but I bet that was his idea because this movie has no other creativity.
No.
For the actors to just go and take a piss.
No.
That was one of the blackest things he could have done right there because he probably really had to pee. He's like, "You know what? Fuck this shit. I got to piss and I'm going to pee." Like,
do you think white guys don't do it?
No, I'm not saying you guys.
We need to take a piss.
Yeah, but you guys are different though. You guys, if you guys have to pee that bad, you're willing to piss on yourselves a little bit.
I don't. I'm not that damn bold just to piss off in a corner like that. I mean,
I listen. Maybe it wasn't when I was sober. I mean, if we're outside, fair use. I don't care. I'm peeing somewhere. I feel like that's every man's right.
Well, yeah. All right. Stay away from schools, people. Stay away from schools.
All right, not that. Like I meant like in the backyard.
You said outside, and the kids say outside. They're talking about they're outside fighting or some shit. I don't know what they mean when they say that. You just said you were outside, so Careful, you might get Peter.
There was a movie actually when someone did that. They peed out in the backyard or something, and there was like some kids looking at him, and he went to jail, like convicted him, and he had to go around town and have people sign paperwork and be like, "Hey,
that's wild." Yo, that peeing in your that's fucking wild.
Holy shit! Oh my god!
Yeah, but
So we had fake Heather Swank in here. We had, and I know it was the real Spike from Buffy, but fuck him and fuck his hair in this movie.
Oh my god!
Stand it. It really struck a nerve with me. His fucking red hair.
He was so mad. It wasn't red.
It was like a reddish, whatever the fuck color.
Dark
it was.
brown.
Dark, it looked like a reddish brownish shit. Whatever the hell it wasn't that blondish color. That what was it? Like what kind of blonde was that? Like
bleach blonde?
Or something? I don't know. I don't do that. I'm not Cisco, so I don't even say I'm not white. I'm not Cisco, so I don't.
Yeah,
but
here's the thing. Like, I would get it if he was blonde, and then decided to go brunette, and you're like, I hate this. But he is brunette. Before Buffy, he dyed it blonde to look punk rock. So all he had in his hair was his natural hair color, and you hate him for it.
I could not fucking stand it. Listen,
you're so mad.
Listen, I got a message for you. Listen, man. If you're gonna go around being in movies and shows that I have to watch and review, if you're not gonna have blonde hair, just fucking be bald. Because that natural hair color shit looks fucking stupid. I'm telling you right now. Just or stop acting. You choose.
I'm writing this down in my.
You have more ick than women.
Huh?
You ever see those ick things, like where it's every time a woman's like, "Oh, ick," and it's like the weirdest things. It's like, "Oh, every time a guy uses his phone, ick." It's like, all right, that's you.
Another thing I had to say to this movie. Now listen, I'm gonna go back about a month, maybe 2 months, really quick. I was talking about this movie Firestarter. I'm gonna mention it right now. I was not saying fuck you to Trevor on that episode, people. I was saying fuck you to the Firestarter movie, which made me make this fuck you button for movies like this Shadow, people.
Notice why Trevor's not here though. So conspiracy theory still ongoing.
Listen, Trevor is not here. Has nothing to do with 30. He was just here last week. And that whole mix-up was like 2 months ago. But yeah, so Firestarter is the fuck you button. So when you see this button come up, it means the movie was a bunch of bullshit. This movie was a bunch of bullshit. I was hoping to like it because Tony Todd was in it, but he wasn't in it that long. And the part where after he gets unshackled and all that shit, after he pisses and all that, I thought he was gonna get killed off. When Mick, we were saying like, he's gonna get killed off right here. He was in the movie for like literally 5 fucking minutes. I would have flipped the fuck out. Like, what the actual fuck happened?
See, that would have been the shocker. That would have actually made more sense than the actual shocker that they supposedly had at the end.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. To me, the whole thing was just
What was the shocker in the end? I still don't exactly know.
Well, like Dr. Itbay or whatever the hell his name was, Dr. Meba something, whatever his name was, that he was a doctor or whatever, and he was the one that I think that was that the shocker?
That was the little twist. The vampire guy.
That was supposed to be the twist. I guess.
So the guy in the chair who was in a coma.
No, not him.
The shadow guy.
No. The shadow was something completely different. That was like their little experiment thing they were doing.
Yeah, that was created from erasing people's memories or whatever.
The doctor was fucking fucked up hair. Spike with the fucked up hair.
Yeah, it was a Buffy dude.
So he was Mangala. That's right. Yes, he was.
Okay. I'm not calling him Spike with the fucked up hair.
Did you say Joseph Mangala?
Well, I think that Mangle or whatever they call him in this, but it sounded like Mangala, so I was like, I went with that because he was like Jack Mangle, and I was like, are you going Mangle, or are you trying to go with Mangala because he's doing
that? Would have made more sense. Like
anything would have made more sense.
The bones of Joseph Mangala turned into a shadow and terrorized the people in the insane asylum.
Boom! There you go. You have a story. Like there was no legitimate story as to why that shadow thing was there, besides trying to erase people's memories and change them or whatever. But that still didn't really make sense. And
No.
actually, that didn't make any fucking sense. You're gonna just zap them like you did with the doctor that was passed out in the chair or dead or whatever the fuck was going on with him.
Yeah, but I could have swore that was Hillary Swank at first too. I was like 100% convinced. I was like, is that her? But yeah,
that was Jolene Blaylock to Paul from Enterprise. We had 2 Star Trek alumni in this movie, and that was her, Jolene Blaylock, arguably one of the best first officers. I really liked her on Enterprise. I don't care, people. Don't argue with me. And of course, Tony Todd, who played Worf's brother, Kern. So
I actually thought Stacy didn't do that bad of a job at the end. She was believable crying.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, she was actually believable crying and stuff, but everything outside of that.
So the very last 30 seconds of the movie, you thought they nailed it. Troy was like, yo, look, Oscar worthy. They nailed this shit right here, but the rest, I don't know about that.
Yeah, basically.
Like,
I told you earlier, man, the way they were acting in the beginning to me, it was very Resident Evil-ish, like with the master of
real wooden.
Yeah, real wooden, like the Resident Evil, like master. Since you are the master of unlocking things, you know, that's what it kind of just seemed. Just like it just seemed just off. You know,
it was.
It's just like they went to Walmart during the day and just said, "Hey, you want to be in a movie?" Just like grabbed 5 people and threw them in a damn van and just drove off somewhere.
Not even that. It was they went to Walmart or something. They went there. They went somewhere. Horror fans are there. Listen, we're doing a movie with Tony Todd. We're gonna give you each about $6. He's getting the rest of the budget. And hey, Fake Spike, you can come too. I was really in the show. There. No, with that hair bullshit you were. You can come too. We'll give you $7 because you look like them.
They look at the driver in the van as Tony Todd. He's like, "Wait, hey." Yeah, I just didn't. I mean, it just wasn't. It wasn't that good. I mean, it did pick up in 40 minutes when Tony Todd showed up. I'm like, okay, all right, we got something going, and then it slowly just fell apart after that again. You know?
I don't feel like they used him enough when they had him. They didn't really use him to his strength. He should have been the lead for the rest of the movie. I think it would have taken it somewhere. But they still kind of had him as like a side character for. Actually, they had him as a side character for the rest of the movie. Yeah, I feel like he could have taken over, and because just because of his presence or something. And I wish they would have paid homage to Candyman in the sense of why not saying that his character is from the town, the city, you know, of where Candyman terrorizes and all that. Just to throw that out there. Guess what that does? That simple thing right there. Us Candyman fans. Oh, that was kind of cool. That was dope.
or have him show up 10, 15 minutes earlier and do like the redemption type of arc that, you know, he finds out that he's like disappointed. He's realizing that he was a criminal at that point, and he's actually trying to try and straighten himself out and try and make something right, try and make the situation right, not just get up and piss in the corner. Did he slap one of the women on the ass also?
He did. He was like, "I'll be right back."
Yeah.
He did for.
Yeah, I don't.
What part of it? Which just.
It wasn't really just a good start for redemption and stuff. I mean, if I was going to redeem myself, I think the last thing I would do is just slap someone's ass and just piss in the corner. So if you take away those 2 aspects of it,
and threatening the one chick, he was like,
yeah.
Even though we made this plan of going and taking care of this anyway, in case some shit goes down, I'm taking you with me. That's why I got the gun. Like, why, Tony? Why, man?
Yeah, it was just like I said. I mean, this wasn't released in a theater, was it? This was made for TV or something, right?
Straight to video.
Straight to DVD. Straight to video.
I'm just, I was that was like one thing I was kind of like wondering. Like, I'm like, there's no way that they had like a movie trailer for this shit and people went to the movie theater and gathered and watched this movie together. There's no way. So, yeah, okay.
And I wanted to like it so bad. Just the idea of the whole shadow thing when you first see it, I'm like, okay, that's pretty cool. And then that was it. You could have had a story or something just wrapped around the shadow, like you were saying. They got stuck in there one way or another. It's some asylum. Some shadow thing is going in there, terrorizing, killing, and you figure out why. And boom. But
and then they could have just changed who the people really were. Oh, the guy with the glass. Oh, he's a tech whiz and stuff. He knows the computers. And oh, out here, this one here is the supermodel. And this, I mean, I'm like, dummy, they should have like switched that part of it and made it a little more interesting. But
Yeah, because what was she? She was a supermodel and a nympho.
yeah,
Like really,
hey,
really. The dude with the glasses, he's a computer nerd. That's it.
yeah,
Come on.
black guy, criminal.
Prison.
Insanely stereotypical.
Actually, black. No. Not only that. It's either the black or Spanish role, the custodian, which they had to be the black guy, and then the black or Spanish role being the criminal. They had to be the black guy.
He's the janitor / security guard, I believe.
Yeah, something like that. Like, what the hell? You have 2 jobs getting 1 check. Hey, you better double his pay up.
So you guys are excited about a sequel and stuff?
Oh no! Only if Mick writes it and puts us in it.
Hey,
you want me to Cube is a better version of this. Watch that. There you go. Don't watch this movie.
Cube is not a bad movie at all, though. Cube is actually pretty interesting.
No, dude.
Well, that's what I mean. But like, if you want like this prison trying to figure out mystery type of movie like this, and it's for horror fans, sci-fi fans, things like that, Cube is a better replacement for this.
Oh yeah, by far.
Although I will say Tony Todd was really good in this, and James Marsters did an all right job too. Like again, very wooden stuff. But Tony Todd, it seemed like he was really having fun with the role.
Yeah, he was definitely having fun with the role.
Yes, he was. I wonder how much he got paid for a role like that.
Scale.
I'll tell you what, though, I took the money back for him coming with that fucking stupid ass haircut. And I'm not talking about Tony Todd. I'm like, listen, man, you got to dye your hair. We're trying to sell a movie here, man. This is why the movie flopped, because of you and your fucking hair. Oh my god, no, it was a terrible movie too. But that really, Troy, because me and Mick were watching, I had to do like a watch party thing. That shit really fucking bothered me. Every time he came on the screen, I was complaining about his hair. Every fucking time, damn near. It was getting on my damn nerves.
Man, I missed the watch parties. That shit was fun.
Oh yeah. They're coming back.
I will be around. That was some fun shit, man. They're coming back, man. Shit. Watching 80s old school 80s movies and shit. That was a blast. But
the days.
Yeah, like days like 2 months ago. 35 years ago.
Oh my god, this movie was bad.
Well, name one highlight outside of Tony Todd. There had to be
Jolene Blaylock in underwear the entire time.
All right, I'll even take away the obvious of stuff like that. I'll say the first kill with the shadow thing was pretty cool when they showed the things coming out through the guy, like through his chest.
That was pretty clever, and him going like this and like realizing he can't do anything.
Why not do more of that? Give us more shadow people kills throughout the
because
movie.
They wanted people to talk in rooms for 10 minutes and then show them running around for another 10 minutes and then finally have this shadow thing show up.
That
for 5
was
seconds.
another thing that got on my nerves.
Yeah,
me and Mick were talking about
ridiculous.
Yep, that whole 40 minutes could have been done so much better just to enhance the movie. For when they decide Tony Todd shows up. One part that I did like was the girl that was in a swimming pool. I mean, outside of her swimming pool, but her getting out and then them like showing the shadow. You kind of like that. Remember that movie Species with the alien shit? That kind of like gave me that vibe. Where it kind of like shows she had like some like tentacles or whatever for like a minute or whatever. I mean, that looked kind of cool and stuff. I thought that was maybe a direction they were going to try and go in, where the shadow was kind of like revealing who these people were, who the bad person was, or who the monster was. You know what I mean? But they didn't even do go that route. So I don't know, man.
No, I agree.
Yeah, it was a rough ride.
It was a rough fucking hair day for this son of a bitch too. Look at this.
Let it go.
I can't, man. This is just. It doesn't make any fucking sense. Nobody's hair should look like that, especially his. That's just, oh my god.
It could have been way worse. I mean, it could have been way worse.
They should have gave him more money and just been like, listen, man, we'll pay for the dye because this is just this is really. It's gonna bother somebody.
He could have had that Giuliani dye where it's like dripping and sweating off the side of his face or whatever.
It's gonna bother somebody out there, and they were right. The creators of this film, they told him, they said, "Listen, your hair is gonna bother somebody out there." He's like, "No, it's not. I'm Spike," and no, you're not anymore. You're just a dude with some fucked up hair. Jesus, man. That's what this movie was about, man. His bad hair. It was about here's how I can connect it to his hair. and Hootie and the Blowfish. I'll get to that in a minute.
Oh my god.
The bad hair
Oh,
part.
shit.
You have a bad script, right? And he was just feeling bad about himself that day. He read the script and he was just like, "Oh fuck, man! I was about to get that bottle of hair dye, but I see where my career is going. I'm not gonna do shit with my hair." And that fucked up the movie. I'm telling you right now, if his hair was blonde, this would have been a better movie. This would have been a better movie. This movie sucked. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I only cussed you out probably 2 times and stuff watching this movie and stuff like, damn.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair. I can handle that.
Twice
can
this
handle that.
time. Twice this time.
But I will say this. Would I watch this again? No. Should you watch this? At your own risk. This movie was just bad. And there was no redeeming qualities of laughter or something that really just grasped you besides the what was there, 1 or 2 really cool kills with the thing. Then you had it taking the chick underwater and then bringing her up, and it didn't even show anything. It was just a shadow, and you heard her screaming. That sucked.
I didn't even hear her scream. This is like, I didn't really know at that point maybe I checked out at that point. That might have been this countertop needs to be wiped down type of shit when that part of the movie was going on. Because I remember the guy saying, "Get out of the pool" or whatever. I remember that part. And I remember the shadow like kind of creeping up, you can see it like in the water, but I don't remember anything that next like 3 or 4 minutes after that point.
And he brings that up too later, and she's not a part of it, right? Like she gets killed by it. Mm-hmm. Doesn't she? Yeah. So like, so I never understood. Like I didn't understand then, like what, because you set it up, then he calls back to it in reference, and then you never pay it off.
Mm-hmm.
No. Because I thought it was a part of her at one point.
Yeah, because that was the perfect definition of the perfect setup for foreshadowing. Just that first initial scene with her with the stuff. That would have been perfect. That would have made sense at least. But
it would have been 10 times better. Well, it would have been 1 time better, 2 times better.
So this monster just dissolved people into like nothing, just in the blood splatter, basically, right? That's
unless it brings it down, I think so. Unless it brings it down to that thing, because remember where what was her name, Suzanne or some shit, fell in that thing.
Stacy.
Stacy.
Yeah. That was a part that was laughable right there. It's like out of any place in the world you're gonna go, is in that damn thing.
No light.
Yeah, in that damn thing.
And what bugged me too is they said how light, like they mentioned light was its weakness. They didn't try to use the flashlights at all to protect themselves. Like they had the flashlight in their hands, didn't turn it on or shine it on the shot. They just let it happen. I'm like, what the fuck?
They just start running, screaming and shit.
Oh yeah, that part right there made 0 sense. On my cue, let's turn the lights on. Now, what the? Why?
And why didn't they close the damn lid once they got out?
That was another thing.
They just left the lid right open.
Why didn't they turn the lights on running down the dark hall? Just turn the lights on before you even go. Just turn them on. You're acting like the flashlight's going to be on for like 2 seconds and then turn right off. Turn them on. Go down the hall. Oh, my God.
I also want to understand the physics of the shadow monster and how shadows work. Because is it really just a beam of light has to hit it to hurt it? Because light is light.
Yeah.
And I don't... And don't even get me started on the lack of cinematography in this movie and the fact that you're telling a story about shadows, but everybody had a goddamn shadow because you were lighting low. Anyway, I hope they picked it up since 2007, and I'm sure they have. And this is a feat for somebody to do. They made a movie, but when you're making a movie about a shadow monster, stop putting shadows in your movie. Rule of thumb. But one of the big things for this one with me was it showed up in rooms that had light. How does light not affect it? Because like it can't go into the room, like the padded rooms that are really well lit. But it was standing at the doorway where the light was shining through. So it's just like there's a vicinity. And then when it's flying through the woods and it's like it's daytime.
Yep.
You literally need beams to beat this thing.
Because you mentioned it. What did you say? You were like, it's daytime. How's it so? And on top of that, why is it going up, 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 up? More.
It flew into the light beam.
Yeah.
Made 0 sense at that part. I'm just like, why? Just
Yeah.
They tried. They tried. It was way too fucking. It was an hour and 42 fucking minutes too. That's too long for a movie like this.
It was too much. Like I swear, if somebody cut all the times they're walking quietly with the scene right before that precludes it, you're gonna and take that audio and just put it over them walking. I know you can't match it up or anything. You would cut this movie down by like 20 minutes probably.
Mm-hmm. I think that'll make a big difference. I think it'll make the story. It'll make the story It'll make it way more cohesive than what it ended up being.
That would make it make more sense because there was so many parts where they're just standing around, they'll be talking, and then they'll go on this little journey, not say a word to each other. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Why do we have 10 minutes of silence and 10 minutes of nonsense in this one room? Go ahead and move and talk.
And then the damn door scene, when the phone was ringing, the door was locked. Everyone tried their go at trying to open the damn door. I was like, okay, well, you're turning the knob. Obviously, you throwing a chair and then running up against the door a couple of times. It's not going to open the door. You know, it's just like that. I thought that part was ridiculous. It was like just overacted all the way across the board, even for Tony Todd. You know, but he was well paid out of everybody. I'm sure that he got paid great, and everybody else got a banquet dinner meal and stuff. And
like with 2007, like Jolene Blalock and James Marsden were sort of like past their hits, you know, like with Buffy and Enterprise. But like, Tony Todd would have had to be the draw here in 2007. Like, he's the biggest one. So, they did utilize him well, but just for like first 40 minutes, he doesn't show up. Like, it's that's too much for somebody who you're really banking on. You know, I didn't even know the other two were in it.
Yeah, or even give him enough time where if you're gonna have him be the criminal, have him in it like 15 minutes before, you know, have him like a nice normal guy and stuff, then kind of reveal like, oh shit, I am a criminal or whatever, you know. That would have been interesting. Yeah. You know, but
or take the orderly out, and I realize I'm taking out the other black actor in the movie, and I don't mean to, but like it was sort of a pointless kill. Like, you set that whole fight scene up, it didn't need to occur. You could have set that up with your main characters when they meet later. Because you keep popping surprises in, and you could have saved that kill for one of those main characters that now we're deeply affected by. And and you could have cut that scene out and then got them to Tony Todd even quicker. You know,
you eliminate the nurse also.
I
would.
The nurse was the girl that was in the room, right?
Yeah, she changed to the floor. Yeah.
If we're bringing in characters just to have extra kills, your movie already suffers. Your story is already done.
No, actually, I totally agree with that.
It's poor screenwriting. Like, use the characters that should be there for the reason they're there. Don't add anybody extra. Just make the kills effective. You know, make us deeply care about these kills, which we didn't care about any of them. In fact, the only one I do care is the one we mentioned, which was the character I said doesn't need to be there. Because it was a cool death.
It was the only cool one. I mean,
that's where they failed. Like, when you know how you just said if you throw in the extra people for no reason, just for extra kills. If you're gonna throw in the extra people, they need to have some of the dopest kills in the film. Utilize that shit. If you're gonna throw in the extras for the extra kills for the quote unquote, you know, the mindless, pointless people that are in the movie just for extra kills and shit. Make those kills matter. Make them memorable. Because there's only one we keep talking about. It's the very first kill of the damn movie. It was a really cool kill. Why not do more similar?
Where Stacy falls in was kind of cool too.
Okay, that's fair.
Yes.
Only because they set it up well by telling us what it is earlier, getting it completely wrong because that is not what a sensory deprivation tank is. People don't fall for it. It's not a trunk. No, but that was like, and that's sad. That's the first kill and the last, like basically the last kill. That's a sad horror movie for you. Like your good kill for the first and last.
Well, because of her role and stuff, she wasn't affiliated. She wasn't doing anything wrong to anybody. She was like really just doing her job before her mind was, you know, wiped and stuff. You know, and like I said, I really believed her when she was actually crying. I believe she was terrified. I really believe that she was scared when she was like all curled up, you know, side the wall. And I really bought it, you know.
Yeah.
Well, more so than anybody else and stuff. I mean, and
I agree.
yeah, and I mean, yeah, if there's anybody, I agree with Nick. If there's anybody I cared about actually dying, it probably was her. That's probably more so than even Tony Todd. I mean, I thought he got a little redemption in there. He killed the bad guy or whatever. But I mean, I don't know. I would have liked to see him survive also.
I would have if he didn't threaten to murder
everybody else.
not even everybody else. Just like the one innocent woman that's with him. Which
true.
Fuck you guys, by the way. You couldn't send like the nerdy guy with. Oh, I guess he had to stay back because of the computer. That's
these are the computers.
Which was what kind of hokey ass Jurassic Park shit were they pulling there? What? They weren't even connected on the same network.
Nope. Well, the other computer doesn't have to have no mouse, keyboard, or nothing. It just has to power up.
You just need to power it. Really? Okay. I mean,
I wish it was that freaking easy. I wish it was that damn easy.
You can just remotely sign in because I mean, like, it's not on the same network.
It's like I don't need no passwords or anything. No, I just power it up. Everything just syncs.
So crazy.
Yeah, it was. It was weird.
I want Riff Tracks. I hope Riff Tracks has a version of this movie because that would be a funny one to watch.
Yo, you know how much talking you'd have to talk for most of that fucking movie. All them scenes where they're just walking, not saying anything. You gotta make shit up.
It's like Aaron Sorkin's worst nightmare. He fucking loves his talking and walking.
So and then just to top it off with that fucking hair, man. Gosh.
It's fine.
Don't lie to people, Mick. That was bad.
It's his normal helmet hair.
Well,
yeah, you can't knock the guy for his normal hair.
He needs to cut it. He could do something about that.
It is exactly the same hairstyle as Spike, except it's brown hair. That's it.
I'm just saying. Some people can't pull off brown hair.
Did old white men with white hair and white beards hurt you, and young men who had blonde hair but now have brown hair hurt you?
No, it just looks stupid.
Figure this out.
It looks stupid.
Yeah, you were slighted by both. You hate Leslie Nielsen and like Steve Martin, and then
oh my God, you hate them?
They're not funny.
Thank you.
They're American treasures. How many other guys you know that like Leslie Nielsen could just read something and seem so serious and be just so damn funny all at the same damn time?
I just can't laugh at him. I try.
I guess.
I watched a lot of shit on Popcorn and Pints. Maybe I'll find something I like of his, but so far,
I don't know, the Naked Gun stuff, air guns, or airplane, the original Naked Gun TV series, which I say is gold, and if you've never watched it, find that shit because it is gold, man.
I just watched on TikTok the other day that one ending. It's like an end credit sequence where the guy, they bring the guy in for booking, and then it cuts to the freeze frame, and then the credits start rolling. But the guy who's like arrested is like, everybody else is frozen, and he's like, so he uncuffs himself and runs out.
Does he like beat it on the screen at one point too in front of him or something?
I don't remember. I just saw him like kind of run out of the office, and then that was the end. But I remember, that scene from the show. They all freeze. This is the end of the show, and he runs away. Sorry. I'll tell you what. We'll watch Forbidden Planet. He had brown hair and never mind.
Maybe it's a better movie.
It is. Well, I mean, then Naked Gun. I mean, that's hard to argue. It's a better movie than this.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
and they got the other guy that's coming. That's going to be the new Frank Drebin. So I don't know if that's going to work though.
Liam Neeson.
Yeah, I don't know if that's going to work.
Oh, just got that. Leslie Nielsen was Frank Drebin. Now Liam Neeson. Anyway,
probably you paused, and just shook your head like in real time. It's like, no.
I just figured it out. I put it together. No, yeah, I don't know that we need to redo them. They're redoing American Psycho too.
Yeah, I saw that.
Who's gonna be the actor?
Austin Butler. You look him up. I'm not telling you.
Yeah, we gotta see if we get hair approval from him or not. No, No, there's so many damn remakes and stuff. I mean, can't we just leave some of those movies just in the past? It's just the way they are. There's still so many great stories out there that can be movies about. You can open up a Ray Bradbury short story book and make movies about the whole damn book if you wanted to. You know,
agreed.
If you want to do remakes, listen, remake some shit like this. Remake this shit. Make it make sense.
We
Put
did.
some better directors and some other people behind it. Make it make sense.
Watch Cube.
Shadow puppets. There was no shadow puppets. Why couldn't you make the shadows take over the people's minds or something? They're the shadow puppet and they're out killing people. Something.
Or have the supermodels sitting there controlling the shadows like they're puppets, or have somebody doing some shit where they're controlling so they can be puppets at that point. And
yeah.
Calm down, Sturdy. I already gave you plot roast. You can't have Did I Fix It? We're not fixing shadow puppets. I don't want shadow puppets fixed because Tony Todd was in it. Mm-hmm. And he's gone now. You can remake anything else of his, but not shadow puppets.
Nah, fuck that. You can't touch Candyman.
They already did.
Yeah, it's already.
Where were you 3 years ago?
No. What I said was, you can't touch Candyman unless you're black. Everybody else, keep your monkey paws off it.
Jesus.
Well, technically, Jordan Peele's company is called Monkey Paw. So.
Yeah, but it wasn't a shot at Jordan Peele. It was a shot at everybody else's monkey paws. Keep those monkey paws.
Clearly aware you were not telling Jordan Peele he's not allowed to remake Candyman.
Jordan Peele can do what he wants. Jordan Peele's a saint.
Jordan Peele can do whatever he wants because he's putting out great stories.
That too. Amazing stories. I understand why some of you people don't like him.
I don't know. I don't think people that don't like him.
I think the people that I do know that don't like him, I think they just overread into what he's trying to do, you know. And I think that's where, if you come in, like we've talked about it before, if you go into a movie with the mindset that, oh, this character's going to be too OP, so I'm automatically going to withdraw this movie or whatever the case may be, you're not going to have a good time. So you're just wasting money going to the movie theater anyways. You got to have some type of an open mind. So,
you know, what bugs me about people who don't like what do you call it, Jordan Peele movies? It's the same people that like, and don't get me wrong, I like Taylor Sheridan's shows, but they're heavy-handed as hell. Mm-hmm. You know, they are definitely pitching a way of life, a lifestyle, their whole agenda, the whole nine. Mm-hmm. And I'm not against it, you know, because it's indigenous people getting, out, their word out there and stuff. But the same people who are completely fine with that and watching cowboys for 20 minutes with nothing else happening, just cowboys being cowboys, would come in and start bitching about the heavy-handedness of Jordan Peele when it's like he's the most subtle.
I agree.
Then there's no heavy hand. As a white man, I can watch that, learn from it, but I could also just watch it and not take any of it because it's not heavy-handed. He's not smacking you over the face with anything. And it just pisses me off because it's the same fucking argument every time. And it's like, but you watch this shit.
Yeah. Well, there's people like that even with like Black Panther or whatever. They'll watch every Marvel movie underneath the sun, but they'll take a step right over Black Panther. And I don't think there's anything. Like with me, I'm out about Black Panther because Black Panther might be in my top 10. It might be like 7 or 8, but it's not my favorite Marvel movie. And I tell some people, they look at me like I'm insane. You know, you're not representing the culture. I'm like, well, I mean,
yes, you are. Because the culture to represent is a fan of a movie.
Absolutely.
That's the culture that we're talking about. That's the culture that we are, people. It's not a black or white.
We're just a bunch of movie lovers, and we all have unique opinions. And the beautiful thing about us is that all three of us can love one movie, and we can describe it in 3 different ways.
Yes.
You know, and that's what's awesome. You know, that's what's amazing about the movie community. You know, that's
same thing with bad movies like Indiana Jones or this. Boom. Same thing. We could discuss it. We could all hate them. And we all have our, see? They know. That's why they're not saying anything.
No. I'm not saying anything because it's your show and I respect you. Kind of.
Indiana Jones is an American treasure. I will always live and die by it, you know.
You both gave me shit over the past couple of weeks over my feelings of Indiana Jones, but hey, there's always going to be one.
I don't know. It's just that the thing about that franchise is, I mean, like my favorite is The Last Crusade. I like the father-son dynamic more so than the other ones. And even like the newer movies. I mean, even the newest movie, I did not like hate it. I was like, this is still Indiana Jones. He's older in the two. What do you expect to kind of happen? So I didn't even hate that one or whatever. But I mean, just from my time being a child, just the adventures I would have in my backyard, my imagination, you know. I mean, there was days I was Lando Calrissian, Han Solo, Indiana Jones, Superman. I mean, you know, it's just those little moments in your childhood that you just pick apart, and sometimes those little moments, they save you as you get older. I mean, they remind you about who you are or who you were or whatever the case may be. But sometimes those moments save you.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh hell yeah.
Agreed.
Hell
100%. Yeah, and
right.
I get annoyed with people like with the Indiana Jones, like bashing something like that. It's because like this last one, I had fun with it. Now, was it great?
No, but it was fun.
No, but neither was the one before. And even like Last Crusade and Temple of Doom and everything, like I always had fun with them. I always like, and there's ones I like more than the others, you know, just like you said with Last Crusade. Yeah. But Raiders might always be my favorite.
Very fair.
But it's just, but they've all been fun, and I've always had a good time with them. And if you're going to tell me by the time you get to the fifth one and he goes back in time, that's unbelievable, but face melting is believable, and then the ripping out of the hearts and all that, and the voodoo and everything, that's fine. And then it's like, what are we talking about? When it comes to Indiana Jones, like nothing's believable or it's all believable.
Absolutely. And then even talking more of like a George Lucas-ish type stuff. Even like a Rey Skywalker, Star Wars. I mean, I don't like the character, but I don't like her for the reasons that the populace don't like her, for that woman being OP and all that type of stuff. And I mean, that never really bothered me. I just don't like the character. I just thought it was just something kind of like thrown out there, When there's other things that you could have did with the Star Wars universe if you were going to go that route like 30 years into the future. There's a bunch of other different things I think you could have did. But for her being OP and all that, that wasn't one of the reasons why I didn't like her as a character. I don't think,
I didn't mind her being and I agree with you. I didn't like any of the characters because they weren't fleshed out. Like it just, they were built up. I thought Force Awakens, being the best out of those three,
absolutely,
was building up to something good. And like, I just wish JJ had continued or at least oversaw for the rest. But
yes,
because it was derailed. Let's face facts. Rian Johnson derailed that completely. So that's why Rey sucked.
Yes,
that's why, and Finn and everybody sucked because of the poor writing.
Yeah, because we were led to believe that Rey Skywalker was important, or whatever you want to call it. Then all of a sudden, the second part, she was basically, she's a nobody. Her parents were nobody, and all this type of stuff. So it's kind of like ruined the whole thing. And then, I mean, I don't know. It's just, and then I was pissed off because you can't have all the main characters just be together for one time. For the old school heads that just love Star Wars growing up, you couldn't have had Han and Luke and Lando and all of them like in the Millennium Falcon one last time or some shit. I mean, that's another part that kind of like got me upset. Not enough where I want to throw away the whole Star Wars franchise or anything like that. But
no, you're right about it. We mentioned that on Popcorn and Pines too, about how that's something that they just one time, just one scene, one nice little scene, something funny, something cool, something cute. Just for the fans, it's like a goodbye, a send off, or whatever the case may be. And then because we lost some of them, and now it's like, what the fuck? You couldn't do that. Even if the movie still sucked, we still got that moment.
I'm going to be honest with you. I think we need to get rid of. I think they need to take. If you want to have Rey work,
say it.
I would take out not Force Awakens. I would take out Last Jedi and The Rise of Skywalker. And just continue the story from there. You don't have to have Luke in it. You don't have to have Leia in it. You don't have to have Han in it. You can bring back Chewie and all of them, and then just she's a Jedi, and then we learn how she became a Jedi.
Can we make Finn Force sense? Well,
yeah, that's what I mean. Like throw out the two, and then bring whoever you want back. Set it like 15 years later or something like that.
Yeah.
and then like tell an intriguing story based off that.
Because to me he kind of demonstrated he was force sensitive. He had
in the
some
first
moments,
one, yeah, in the first one especially,
and
it was
kind of
the other.
let it along, yeah,
yeah, it was annoying, for sure. Sturdy's like, it's horror with Sturdy, not Star
No,
Wars.
I'm fine with this. I'm fine with this. I know the movies. I know because we did them back in January. So, which was a long, interesting ride. Long, interesting ride. I will say that.
Yeah, it was.
Some were better than others. Again, if I were to watch the Star Wars movies again, I'll watch part 3 and the originals. That's it. That's all I need. The movies. I love that scene in the hallway with Darth Vader and the fucking what the fuck? The lightsaber shit.
Oh, Rogue
3.
One. What are you talking about? What are you talking about when he's like taking out everybody?
Yes.
Yeah, that's the ending of Rogue. Rogue One.
I don't remember which one.
So that's like, so you take that 5 minutes before A New Hope. Yeah. So yeah, that was.
I love Rogue One.
Yeah, me too. You know the original idea for that scene, they were gonna actually have him like on the beach whooping ass or whatever. You know, we're like, that would have been badass too.
Yeah, I mean, they kind of played it up with it, but yeah, more so would have been very cool. Really getting the nitty gritty of it all.
Nitty gritty.
So what did you? So what's your rank on this the movie, Sturdy?
Oh, I've seen worse. I've seen way worse. I'm gonna give it a 1.
Wow.
I'm gonna give it a 1. What about you, Mick?
I would give this probably a 4.
Wow, you're generous.
Out of 10?
Yeah.
I mean, like, if I do out of 5, so if I give it a 4, that's generous. Like, if a 4, this would be like a 1.5 in mine, you know, I think. But like a 4, like Tony Todd deserves a point. You know,
Getting the point.
There's a few different things, like the visual. You know, give a couple, points for visual effects, having other, elements in there. But this is a very basic, more technical 4.
Gotcha.
That I liked the movie.
About you, Troy?
I give it a 3. No, definitely not a 10. I give it a 3 just because of Tony Todd.
I'll give it a 2
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. When he did show up, I was pretty damn excited. I got pumped up for a minute, and then after that, it's just kind of like
went away again.
Yeah,
just kind of went away again.
Yeah, I had that Rocky Mountain high for a minute, then all of a sudden, just, it was
Tony. Oh man.
Oh.
Well, I'll say this. Hopefully next week is better.
Ooh.
25 is in this. It's to kick it off. And then, taking a week off, but we are doing the movie Stream next week. I did hear this. I've never seen this, but I did hear this movie was pretty good. It was at least entertaining. Yeah.
I am going to give everybody, I'm going to tell everybody to watch it. It was, I think it was Michael Levy who directed this, and he was part of the team of Terrifier 1. And he did a good job. And I will get into all the reasons why. The only thing I will say about the Tony Todd appreciation, he is in it significantly less than this, but for a reason. And it's sad to say that they were setting him up for the sequel. So unfortunately, he's probably not going to be in there. So when you watch this, keep that in mind. Like they were they were clearly setting him up for something in the sequel, and unfortunately, tragically, he passed away.
Yeah. Well, I can't wait to watch the movie though, because like I said, I did hear good things about it.
Worth it.
And,
yeah, I'll check it out for sure.
I think you'll like it.
I think we should. This is dope though. This is dope. I mean, conversations we had was fun.
Is that your last one for the year?
Yeah. For our
ending on Stream.
And then I might do we'll see what I do for Sturdo Vision if I do anything. Or I'm doing something next week for Sturdo Vision, so that'll be like the very last one, technically. But yeah, after that, taking a little week off, then heading back in the new year. Yes, sir. 2025 is going to be a great fucking time that I cannot wait for. I can't say that.
I fucking hope so.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely.
I stopped looking forward to the next year after 2019.
Fair.
Like I'll just go in and see what happens.
It's relatable. I know exactly what that's like.
Fair.
Very relatable.
I wake up every day and I'm just like, how come I couldn't end up on the billionaire side? Like, why couldn't I be in the 1%?
Oh, I hear you.
So
jokes,
President-elect Trump, if you need the loudest podcaster, I'm your guy, Mark Manhattan.
See his glasses?
Dual roles. Over on the Scene Snobs, I'm Nick. But I am loving America as Mark.
Yeah, see, that's effective. That won't work for me. You can't put glasses on me and call me Trey or some shit like that. It ain't gonna work.
Same.
Oh, come on. We got Santa Sturdy going.
Let's see.
Oh my God, it's fucking Keith David circa 1978. And go back and look at Keith David in 1978. Tell me I'm lying.
Oh my goodness. I'll take it. Get you ready.
Oh my God, I love it.
Oh man, but listen to this. I gotta show you guys something. And Troy, take it away, hang on, let me see this comment first. Oh, that's nothing. That's nothing. That's just my stuff.
You should make him big if he's making an announcement.
I'm gonna pull this thingy up first and then. But boom.
That looks exactly like me. But is it me?
That's Mark.
That's good old fashioned Mark Hill.
Mark Hill.
Mark Hill.
It's cool. I'm looking forward to it. You know, like I said, it's a start. 2 episodes a month, and I said Sturdy's going to be my interim co-host, but anybody else is welcome to join. Definitely would like to have you on Mick the second episode. We're going to be talking about anticipated movies for the year, or most anticipated, or whatever. So I'm sure we all have like our own deal. So I would love to hear. I would love to hear that because there's going to be a lot of good movies next year. So
for sure,
definitely
I'd love
like to have you on. All right,
talk some movies with you.
Hell damn yeah! So see, I got two shows already set up.
Boom.
There you go.
I'm real happy for you, man. Like I'm real excited for you. That's why when you asked, I was like, I gotta get my guy. I gotta help my guy get started with this show because I know he wants to get a show, and I know how it feels when you want to start a podcast, especially when it's something where it's like conversational. You want a movie and you want someone to talk to. Mm-hmm. So like for me, it was like hitting on my brother Henry or hitting on my cousin Michael. Like, yo, what are you doing this weekend? Yo, so let's watch that bet. Matter of fact, I'll order the food. Let's fucking 3-4 movie. Let's just knock some out and then talk about it. Yeah. And that's how it was at first. And it gets tough too though because school, work, and kids get in the way. And I mean by them with their school, us all working, and then their damn kids get in the way. Their school, the kids' school and work getting in the way and all that. I joke, I kid, but you know what I'm saying though. There's like all that shit. There's all these things that are just like stockpiling. So just like, listen, I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be a temp because I know he's gonna find someone that's gonna lock in. But I'm gonna be a temp, get him going. He's gonna knock it out.
Well, no, I appreciate it because it could be because I've done like radio shows, like internet radio shows for like years, but it does take a lot of time. And now I'm at the point in my life where I don't really have the time to produce. I just want to click the damn screen and just talk and do my thing and be out after that point. I don't have to worry about anything else, So,
he's at that age too now, people. He's 65 years old. That's
I'm 50, but
that's what he tells. That's his industry age is 50.
well, I can still stick and move, so they say. Anyways, I'm trying.
That baby making stuff. He's old and nasty. Talk about sticking and moving.
Hey, no, that's
hey, listen, Erykah Badu. My friend over here is single, and he wants you.
Erykah Badu, Erykah Badu, she can get it. She
was in House of D. Huh? She was in House of D.
House of D.
I'll let you find it. It's a good movie. It's a very good movie.
I'm going to do a search on that. Yeah, she can do. I mean, she can get it. I'm telling you,
he loves her.
I don't care. Some people say she's a witch. I don't give a shit. I don't.
Yo, that is a typical guy answer with like that woman that they're just like absolutely crazy about. Just like, man, like, she killed. She's gonna bite your head off. Like literally right after. I don't care, man.
I don't give a shit.
Like
No,
what
like
happened
that.
to Troy?
Like Robert was telling me, he's like, they say you can stare at people's eyes, and you stare at the eyes and mess up your soul. Shit, I guess my soul will be fucked up. I don't care. I just don't care.
Yeah, I forgot how many people were in this movie. David Duchovny, Robin Williams, Tia Leone, Anton Yelchin, Michael Chapman, Frank Langella, Orlando Jones. Like, there's a ton of people. But Erykah Badu, I remember, she's plays a good role in it.
Shit, yeah, I'm gonna check that out.
It's from 2004.
Okay, very, very cool. But do you want to talk about the first movie we're going to talk about?
Yeah, what movie was that again?
Django Unchained.
Yes.
Yeah,
I've never seen that before.
Oh, great movie.
Yeah, it is really. I mean, arguably, well, I think with Quentin Tarantino is like a mindset thing. You could ask me like in 5 different times of my life, and I could probably tell you like 5 different answers what my favorite Quentin Tarantino movie is. Because Kill Bill was definitely up there for a while. I mean, I definitely, I love Pulp Fiction for a while. But Django to me just does something a little bit different than the other movies. I thought it was more perfect revenge movie than what the Kill Bill series was. And not saying Kill Bill's bad. I think it was a great movie as well. But it's just something about Django.
This Kill Bill and Inglourious Bastards, I'd say, are
good movies. Like
3 of his best. I mean, I love Pulp Fiction. Don't get me wrong, but like those are add-on like. That showed him shine, that and Reservoir Dogs and such. These are like pinnacle in my opinion.
Yep, I totally agree. And then we're going to talk a little bit about Creature Commandos because I'm definitely enjoying that. And then some entertainment news, and then our nostalgia talk is going to be a business that has went out of business that we miss and why we miss it and why it was important while it existed. So that's going to be the 3 things we're going to talk about for the first episode, and we'll see how it goes.
It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. I'm happy for you, man. Like the first episode.
I appreciate that.
Oh man. Hope you're not nervous, Troy.
Nah, I'm gonna have my suit on, my monocle, a top hat. I'll be fine. Maybe a derby, a cane. You never know. I might do a dance performance. You just never know. Twirl a cane.
Oh shit!
I don't want to be on that episode.
Why?
I think we know why.
The Django movie?
Next, he's going to want me to dress up in a suit with suspenders and a big cigar.
I can see it now with the way we joke with each other. Like, listen, this is my first episode, and we only picked this movie because Mick wanted us to watch it.
It could be worse, man. I mean, you'd be like, you could be like, yeah, we wanted us to watch Roots, and you just kept on apologizing, saying you were sorry
the whole time.
I'm sorry, but I want you guys to just see it, and I'm sorry. It could be worse.
Oh, shit. Oh my gosh.
Pick the whitest movie you can for my episode.
Oh.
I'm just kidding. I don't even.
Yo, Troy. I think you should take that challenge for Mick and go super white. That Mick's gonna be like, what the fuck? Which is Mick really isn't that white. We all know this, but
yeah, I know that.
You know that super white where he's gonna be pissed off.
Don't tell Trump's watching. Don't tell him
that. I'm keeping an eye on you, and quite frankly, no one's talking about it, people.
Mark, your number one advocate.
the enemy within, in.
When the glasses are on, I'm for tariffs.
Oh, I'm not. Glasses on
you gotta have the strong American bumper in the background. I'm Mark Manhattan, and I'm for tariffs.
Mark Manhattan and Mark Hill.
I love America.
I'll be Mark Hill, and I'll just do the bit where I keep on walking up the shit, put my leg up on top of it, and just get higher and higher each segment or whatever.
That would be hilarious. But seriously, make sure you guys tune into his show, January 9th. It's going to be a great freaking time kicking it off. And then Mick is going to be back here not here, on the Scene Snobs, Tuesday, the 17th, Christmas episode.
Hell yeah.
A bunch of dope shit's going on. My black ass is going. I love
Yeah.
hanging out over there at the Scene Snobs. Troy's black ass is going to be there. He loves hanging over at the Scene Snobs.
Absolutely.
And hopefully there's a bunch of us over there. Mick's definitely going to be there. He is the Scene Snob. So make sure you guys show up to that and have a great time. It's going to be a holiday hootenanny, right? No, he's not.
Yeah, it's going to be Christmas and Y2K themed. So 25th anniversary. And I am the Scene Snob, but there are the Scene Snobs. Paul will be there, of course.
Of course.
Producer Paul.
We got to get,
He's marking Mick. If he puts his glasses up, he's Mick.
Paul will be there.
See, I want to get Mark and Mick on my show at the same time.
I had an idea for the podcast, the video podcast, to interview myself and record it like this, and then edit it that way.
That'd be badass, actually.
I was like, I can't do it at the moment because I was like, this is too much. It's just too much with actual planning real episodes. And I was like, I can't keep adding this to my plate. But I am excited. I might give that a try again. I have tried it with other things, but I want to play with it a little bit.
That'd be entertaining.
Oh, I am doing a DJ set on Saturday night. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe.
But definitely Saturday night.
Yeah, definitely Saturday night. No, last Saturday night was a bunch of new people. It was a blast. We were playing like just 80s, just music the whole damn, like 80s, like Prince and Michael Jackson, just the whole damn night, like 2.5 hours or whatever. And everybody was engaged and communicating. It was a really, really good time, Had my drink and had my oils. The oils kicked in about hour number 2, and I was just loving it. I was loving it.
You guys need to tune in. Like if you guys just want to kick back and listen to music and get some laughs, definitely go there. Especially if I'm there causing. I mean, I'll be over there causing trouble every now and then. We talk some shit. Me and him go back. Like it takes not even 5. The full song won't be over 5 about my bullshit, and then he goes right back and feeds right into it and gives it right back to me. But it's a great time, fun people, fun atmosphere, fun vibe. He takes requests and make sure when you request specific songs, you request them at the right time. Don't be trying to request no hip hop crazy shit during a smooth session. It don't work like that.
Yeah,
I tried.
It's been working, but you were like, you weren't even requesting hip hop. You were requesting like some Broadway stuff. It was like some Oliver Twist shit or something. It wasn't.
Oh no! No. It was that Charles Hamilton album I sent you. But I was just like, because the first song would have fit with the vibe you were going with. But I'm like, he doesn't even have that song on there yet. So.
Matter of fact, you reminded me. I gotta dig back through the messages. I gotta find that link so I can add it.
I got you.
Okay, yeah. I'll add it because I got because I'm off tomorrow. Hell, I might do a set tonight and just say F it because I ain't got nothing to do. I mean, it was like once you get older and stuff. Let me go ahead and lean a little bit forward so I can teach y'all something. You're young and something. Sometimes. Just working hard during the day, just getting your ass home and having a Tombstone pizza is bliss. It really, really is. Sometimes I get home, I just get that pizza, and I'll just be sitting there, I'll just sit on the couch and be trying to watch some TV or playing a video game. I'll be like, no stress, no nothing. I'm like, you know what? This ain't that damn bad at all. Compared to like other shit,
I'm gonna tell you this. There's times, right, where the wife will come, hey, what do you want for dinner? You know what? I'll just stop at Fred's and get some bread and get some she'll either get the chicken salad or the tuna, make some sandwiches, have some chips, and I'm good. I'm gold. Day after work, I'm chilling. Like just something. I don't think people really understand that. Sometimes the simplest things, like as far as a meal, some dudes, oh man, I need a heavy meal. Fuck that. Give me a goddamn sandwich some nights. I don't want no heavy ass meal all the goddamn time. That's why we're so damn unhealthy in America as it is.
No, you're right.
Like a nice sandwich or like a nice pizza or something after dinner, just like something real simple. It damn near brings you back to your childhood when you're like, when you're at that stage, when you're old enough to get home on your own and make something on your own, and it's usually a Tombstone pizza, a sandwich, hot dogs, fish sticks, something real simple, real quick. Not even because you can't cook; it's because you're lazy. At the end of the day, it's because we're lazy. We get used to that peanut butter and jelly shit to where we love it. Then as adults, it's just like, yo, this brings me back to my childhood. It's just like, I was a lazy bastard. I could cook my ass off, but I'm just going home making peanut butter and jelly because it's quick and I want to get home and fucking just get. You know what it is too? It's like getting the eating over with and just kind of relaxing and doing nothing.
Yep,
Doing
I
nothing
totally agree.
feels so good.
No, it's just I'm a firm believer. You know, lately I think it's like, you know, you like sometimes you kind of put yourself in a corner. You kind of like, well, why is all this bad shit going on? You know, well, maybe like these things are happening is just because maybe you're being tested that because you're still not appreciating the small things. You know, you're not appreciating the little things in your life, and maybe that's the reason why you're getting like beat over the head by a bat, like all this other shit. Because you're still not grasping those little things. But once you start grasping the little things, those big things don't even mean anything anymore. It's just like, oh, that shit happened. Well, I got this Tombstone pizza, so I'm gonna sit here and chill, you know, and I'm gonna fight another day tomorrow.
And again,
you know what I mean?
Going back to like where it's. You remember before where sometimes it was like, damn, all I have is fucking Tombstone pizza and some fish sticks and this and some ramen. I got to make it work. And then there's days where you're just like, yo, I can go for some Tombstone pizza or fish sticks or ramen. Yo, you have fucking, yo, and don't give me, you'll have like the best steak, the best, everything that you would think you would want in the house, but you want to go back to that simple shit for whatever fucking, you get mad as shit. Like, you're like, yo, listen, I'm going to the store. For what? We have everything. I need some peanut butter and jelly or I'm going to lose my damn mind. I'm going
I'm telling you, man. Some days and stuff you just want grandma's old Mrs. Paul's fish sticks and shit.
It feels like honestly, all that food, and it could be terrible for you. I'm not even talking about that. It feels like a warm hug at times. Them simple foods from your childhood. It feels like just like everything's gonna be okay. You're good. Eat this. Shut up. Watch your show. Laugh and just have a good time or whatever's going on. But you're gonna be all right.
I totally agree.
That's why you need the simple foods. See how we got around to that? Oh, I did not forget about the Hootie and the Blowfish song that goes with the if the sun comes up tomorrow, let her cry. It was talking about the shadow.
Let her cry.
Died. She was crying. See how she woke up the next day and she was crying? Boom, it was all over that. That's why. You're welcome. Make sure you guys tune in next week to Horror Source 30 at 8 o'clock Eastern Time. Make sure you tune in to Popcorn and Pints every Saturday at 9 o'clock Eastern Time. We're out of here, of course, again. Scene Snobs, Tuesdays at 7. Their holiday episode is next week at 7. This gentleman right here, down here, Troy, January 9th, his live or his pod. But go over to his TikTok because he's always DJing something. Go in there. Request some stuff. Again, request it at the right time. No Drake, though, people. That's not allowed over there. We're not having that. No snitches over there. You ain't going to be going over there, starting sharble and then tattling. Oh, no. Fuck that bullshit. We're out here. Peace. Have a great night.